Welcome to the very first episode of our new series, Make It Easy. Here we will bring you the coolest hacks, tips and tricks to enhance the way you use your favorite piece of technology, be it hardware or software. For the very first episode, I have handpicked 10 incredible hacks that will completely change the way you use Netflix. And if you've been binging on Netflix during this lockdown period and if you've been staying at home, then you've landed on the right video. Also, don't forget to check out the 9th hack. It is a weird one. Well, I'm Ashar from Mr. Phone, and allow me to make it easy to use Netflix. But before we move on, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to get notified whenever Mr. Phone puts out an awesome new tech video, and if you like videos like these. And we are also building a community over at Telegram and Instagram, links to which should be in the description below. I'll start with something very basic for the first hack, keyboard shortcuts. Who doesn't like keyboard shortcuts? Especially if you're using a laptop and a browser, these keyboard shortcuts should help you navigate through Netflix when you're watching anything. For example, you can hit the shift and the right key to fast forward 10 seconds, and you can hit the shift and the left key to rewind 10 seconds. You can also hit M for mute and F for full screen. And I think most of you guys already know this, is you can hit spacebar to pause your video. I hope that was handy. While you can search for individual TVs and movie shows based on their title, you can also search on Netflix based on a vast category of lists that Netflix has created. Now, these collections are based on a variety of factors, which includes mood, genre, actors, and stuff like that. For example, you can search for epic movies and that will just show up on your screen, or you can search for something as specific as romantic workplace TV shows or feel-good movies, and you will get a list of those shows as well. Yes, you can get as specific as that. Now, if you don't want to guess the combinations out there, for example, there are combinations like Ajay Devgan romantic movies as well. Now, if you don't want to guess as specific as that, there are category codes for each of these combinations. These codes are meant to be added to the end of the URL that is flashing on your screen right now. This is especially useful for folks who are using a laptop or a desktop with a browser. For example, if you wanted to search for British political comedies, the category code for that would be 2636. I will link to a massive list of category codes and specific keywords in the description below. Now, one thing I don't want my wife to know is I finished Mad Men because I couldn't wait. We were watching it together. So yeah, she's not going to be happy about that. But you know what? You can actually change that in viewing history. All you need to do is head into accounts, head into viewing history, and pick your show or TV that you want to hide, and that will be removed from your viewing history. It's as simple as that. And in case you want to download your entire viewing history, it can be done too. And Netflix puts it out in one easy CSV file that you can use to actually search for and see what you've watched and what you've missed out on. Owing to the social distancing measures across the globe, meeting friends and having a movie night together might not be possible for a while now. Having said that, I have the best solution for you in case you guys watch Netflix together, and that solution is called Netflix Party. It is an easy Chrome extension which plugs in very easily, and all you need to do is get the Chrome extension on your laptop and your friend's laptop, and you guys can chat with each other while you're watching the same show together. My colleague Pratik has clearly highlighted how to use that in another video, the link to which should pop up right now somewhere around here, and you can go check that out as well. I shall link to the Netflix Party extension in the description below. Now, if you want to do something similar on your phone, there used to be an app called Rabbit, which was taken over by Cast, and it is meant to be something similar to Netflix Party. I did try out Cast, but it was really unusable and I found it to be really bad. However, if you are in the mood for experimenting, I will link to that app also in the description below, so you guys can go check that out. I'm not a fan of when most streaming apps pick auto resolution to actually stream at an automatic resolution of their choice. What happens in that scenario is most of these apps tend to play it safe and keep it at a lower resolution to ensure that it works well with the bandwidth. Now, I have a 4K TV at home and I prefer watching my shows in full 4K resolution. So I had to switch on and force Netflix to actually play it at UHD at all times. In order to do this, all you need to do is go into your account settings, profile, and privacy, and of course you have to head into video playback settings. And once you head into video playback settings, you will see that you have 4 options out there, and the highest option of course gives you HD or UHD playback. But remember this, force feeding Netflix into playing at HD and UHD actually takes up a lot of data. For example, 1 hour of movie or TV show will take up 3 GB of data if you're watching in full HD, and it will take up to 7 GB of data if you're watching in 4K. So ensure that your broadband service provider gives you unlimited or at least a good cap so that you guys can watch this without any problems. Otherwise, I would suggest that you keep it at auto at most times. Now the 6th hack is an extension of the 5th one. Essentially, you can also set the streaming bandwidth quality for all the profiles associated with your account. I think that is pretty handy as well. One of my personal pet peeves with Netflix is that by default it autoplays previews on the homepage, and that gets really annoying at times because suddenly the volume will just go up, and I'm not a fan of that. Having said that, you can switch that off, and interestingly, I stumbled upon that feature while I was researching for this video, and it is in the same playback settings page that we use to change the video resolution as well. I think that I couldn't have been happier to have found this feature. One of the coolest features of Netflix's most important and most immediate competitor, Amazon Prime Video, is the fact that you get IMDb scores directly with the titles as well. This makes it easier for you to actually pick and watch a TV show or movie based on what a bunch of users are saying about that particular TV show. Netflix obviously doesn't offer that, and I was wondering if it is possible for Netflix to actually get that feature. Obviously, Netflix doesn't do that by default. However, there is an extension on Chrome. Yes, everything is an extension on Chrome that allows you to do that. It's called the RateFlix extension, and it's very well done. It works absolutely beautifully. Essentially, the IMDb scores are below the strapline, are below the title in the strapline. That is the same place where you get the year of the title and whether it comes with Dolby Digital or stuff like that. And for some titles you also get Metacritic and Rotten Tomato scores as well. So it's damn useful and damn handy, and I'm definitely going to be using this one for a long time to come. We're at the 9th hack on this list, and this is the weird one that I was talking about. If you, like me, like to lie down on your bed and watch Netflix on your laptop, then you might have faced this problem, or maybe it's just me, I don't know. Essentially, the Netflix Flip Chrome extension is what the doctor ordered for you so that you don't go to him with a cranked neck. Yes, the Netflix Flip extension can actually rotate your video to play in portrait orientation so that you don't crank your neck while you're watching any show. I don't know how many people would find this useful, but I found this really, really quirky and really cool as well. And of course, you can also set it at any angle that you like. So if you have your head on a pillow, like raised on a pillow, then tilted on a pillow, then you can tilt it accordingly as well. So found it damn useful. The final hack is a very useful one. If you guys want to change the subtitle appearance, basically, if you want to make it bigger, smaller, change the color, you can do that on Netflix. Essentially, what you need to do is head into the settings page, profile and privacy, and subtitle appearance. And from there, you can change the font style, the font background, the font size, and a whole bunch of other settings as well. I think you'll find it damn useful. I did for sure. So I hope you guys liked the video and found it useful. And if you have tips and tricks of your own, don't forget to mention that in the comments below so that you can help out your fellow users and people who are watching this video as well. And if you liked our content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified when we drop the second episode in this series. Make it easy. You know what? Until then, why don't you guess what will be the topic of our next episode? Hamish from Mr. Phone. Goodbye and Godspeed, my friends.